Nationals Park is a baseball park along the Anacostia River in the Navy Yard neighborhood of Washington, D.C., home to the Washington Nationals of Major League Baseball since its completion in 2008. It was the first LEED-certified green major professional sports stadium in the United States. Designed by Hawk Sport and Davruax and Pernell architects and planners, the ballpark cost $693 million to build. An additional $84.2 million was spent on transportation, art, and infrastructure upgrades, bringing the total cost to $783.9 million. The stadium has a capacity of 41,339. The Washington Monument and the Capitol Building are visible from the upper decks on the first base side of the field. The park's name recalls National Park, the ballpark used by the Washington Senators until 1911, when it was partially destroyed by fire, then rebuilt as Griffith Stadium. Nationals Park hosted the 2018 Major League Baseball All-Star Game, the first All-Star game to be played in Washington, D.C. Since 1969, it hosted Games 3, 4, and 5 of the 2019 World Series, the first in the city since 1933. Nationals Park is located in the southeast quadrant of Washington, D.C. on South Capitol Street. The primary method of transportation to the stadium is on the Washington Metro system. The stadium is one block from Navy Yard Ballpark Station on the Green Line. The station is located near the park's center field entrance and is heavily used by fans on game day. The station's southern entrance was expanded when the stadium was built, adding an escalator and elevator and moving the fare card mezzanine to street level. Parking near the stadium is limited. There are 14 Nationals Park sanctioned parking lots or garages, with a small number of third-party lots nearby. During the 2008 and 2009 seasons, the Nationals ran a free shuttle service from parking lots at RFK Stadium to Nationals Park on game days. Several Metrobus routes and the DC Circulator's Eastern Marketland Fawn Plaza route serve the park. Various other transit options include a water taxi service from Alexandria, Virginia, and Georgetown. Cyclists are encouraged to ride to the stadium and are offered free valet bicycle parking. Garage C, located next to the ticket windows at the corner of 1st and N Street, houses a free bike valet service where fans are invited to store their bikes during the game. There are also 110 red bike racks on the sidewalks around the ballpark. After it was announced that the Expos would leave Montreal, the government of Washington, D.C., began looking for a site for a baseball stadium to lure the team to Washington. After considering sites near RFK Stadium, in Nomar and straddling I-395 at Banneker Park, district officials announced on September 21, 2004 that they had chosen a site near the Say Anacostia waterfront. Financing for the stadium was expected to be provided by a banking syndicate led by Deutsche Bank. However, the finalization of the financing deal stalled due to complex negotiations among the city government, MLB as the owner of the team, and the bank. The bank requested a letter of credit or comparable financial guarantee against stadium rent to cover risks such as poor attendance or terrorism. The requested guarantee was $24 million, with the city requesting that MLB provide the guarantee. The financing situation was since solved, and construction began in May 2006. The site of Nationals Park was chosen by Mayor Anthony Williams as the most viable of 4 possibilities for a ballpark. The ballpark's design was released to the public at a press conference on March 14, 2006. Groundbreaking was in early 2006, with an ambitious construction schedule of fewer than 2 years to complete the stadium. A design-build approach was selected to allow the architects and builders to work in concert with one another. Ronnie Strompf, the project superintendent, coordinated the efforts of numerous subcontractors daily. The 2008 Washington Nationals season was the team's first in Nationals Park. The George Washington University and the Nationals announced in February 2008 that the GW Colonials baseball team would play the first game in Nationals Park on March 22, 2008. GW played St. Joseph's University in an afternoon game and the hometown Colonials had a 9-4 victory over St. Joseph's. The Washington Nationals defeated the Baltimore Orioles 3-0 in an exhibition game on March 29, 2008. In their first game in the ballpark, the Nationals opened the 2008 MLB season in Nationals Park with a rare one-game series against the Atlanta Braves on March 30, which served as the first official MLB game at the park. True to tradition, President George W. Bush threw out the ceremonial first pitch. The Nationals defeated the Braves 3-2 with a walk-off home run from Ryan Zimmerman, giving the Nationals their first opening day win since moving to Washington. Chipper Jones of the Braves hit the first batted ball and first home run, while the Nationals' Christian Guzman got